What's going on, guys? Foxtrot back here, and as you can tell, it is that time of year again. We are in part 3 of the Day in the Life videos right now. And so, basically this year, I decided to actually take you on what I actually do throughout a day, like today, when I am not working. So basically, since I am a college student, I'm going to take you guys out for an entire day to see what my, weekly routine is for these type of days. And to start out the day, right now it is currently 5:24 in the morning, and basically to start out my day I'm going to be going to the gym. So I'm going to go get ready, I'm going to hop in the car and drive to the gym, so I will see you guys there at the gym. Okay, now it is 7:15 in the morning. Usually I work out anywhere from like 6 to 7:30 in the morning, so I went to the gym earlier, so I got done early. So now I have about a little over an hour and a half till my next class, so I thought I would get breakfast, and currently I'm here at our breakfast buffet thing. So I basically got a scramble there, and then a yogurt parfait that I totally just hodgepodged. But that is my morning here to start it out. So obviously I want to eat before I get to class, or else I'm going to be hangry all day, and especially I usually eat a bigger breakfast now on Wednesdays, especially because I also go to archery practice, obviously. This being the Day in the Life video, as I'm also being a little quieter, because there are other students around me, so try to make it a little discreet, but obviously it's not going to work. But this is what I kind of had going on in the morning, so I'm super excited to take you guys on my day. And as you notice, this episode is not sponsored by Mtn Ops. I just really like their products. It has been helping me out so much throughout my last couple of weeks in my physical health, and I'm super happy to be using their products. So maybe drinking this, I totally forgot to get the Gatorade. I need to get Gatorade. Okay, now I have the Gatorade, so now meal's complete. Oh, I also forgot to say, so like I was saying with Mtn Ops, and here's Mtn Ops Magnum. I will put the link to what I drink in this in the description below, and all the other supplements that I use in from them, if you guys wanted to try them out, because they definitely have been working. I will leave those down below. So I am going to devour all this food. Then I am also going to get some homework done while I'm at it. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit. And I am now done with breakfast and heading to my first class of the day. Have my morning Mtn Ops. This is like the Mtn Ops coffee style basically, but it's hot chocolate, so I'm gonna try that out. Oh, there's a little pupper in that little car there. I don't know if you can see it there. I wonder if I can, hopefully this isn't creepy at all, but hey pupper. Bye pupper, sorry buddy. Well, kinda feel bad for him. But anyways, heading to my first class. It is, I'm a criminal justice major, and I'm taking a rock and roll class, so that'll be fun. So as you can tell, it's pretty cold out here. It is currently like 30 degrees here in Boise, but it is a good day, that is for sure. So I'm gonna continue to walk to my first class, and I mean, what I love about this campus is right behind campus. Let me run across up here. Right across the campus is the river, and super fun just to go walk down there on a daily. So just chilling down there. So alright, see you guys later. So just got out of that rock and roll class, and now heading to my last class of the day, and after that it is archery practice, so I'll see you guys at the range. So those last few ends didn't get recorded by the GoPro, but it was on this camera because the GoPro did die at the end, at the last couple ends there. So I didn't get the last few arrows on there, but I did end up finishing that game, and I didn't score too bad. I actually got a 295 with 12x, which is a really good score in Vegas. If you get over 290 in a Vegas game, that is always fantastic. And plus, for the fact that I have a new bow and I switched for a different setup, it definitely was a good change of pace. But without further ado, and maybe a reason if you decide to watch this, since A, this is the third part in a day in the life, or two, for the reason of you want to see what bow I got. And no, I did not actually get the Invicta. I really wanted to, but I decided to go a different path for this year, for 2020, for my bow setup. So basically the bow that I got this year is the Hoyt RX4 Ultra. I'm super happy about this thing. So it is, like I said, the RX4 Ultra there. So it is the 34-inch axle bow. Super happy that I am able to shoot this thing for my first year ever of bow hunting. So kind of a quick overview of all the things I have on this thing, starting from the bottom here. So I am running shrewd bars just like I do in my target setup, and I even still have a quick disconnect that is angled downward. Still messing around with the weight system up front, but I am digging this weight. I may or may not add a back bar just because of it being a little bit easier for balancing, so that's kind of thing that I can play around with. And then I also do have a wrist sling, because obviously nice to kind of use that to trek around the woods with. And then, as you probably did notice, I do also have a aftermarket grip. This is the UltraView RX4 grip. It is 3D printed carbon fiber, so it stays warm to the touch, and I did find out for a fact that carbon does stay warm super well, because I took out the Prevail out of the case. It was really cold because it's been in my car ever since this morning. I pull this thing out, super warm. I'm super happy about that. So it makes me feel so much better that my hands are going to be warm in the mid to late season if we're going out for deer or anything like that. So that is super cool about these the carbon bows. For strings, I am running our in-house strings here that we make here at Dead On, and they are super nice. They come pre-stretched, which is awesome, so I don't have to worry about peep twist or anything like that. And tuning it was a blast and super easy. And so I did lose speed a little bit, but I ended up kind of didn't end up having to change my sight, which is kind of cool. So like I said, these strings, I'm super in love with them, and the biggest reason I decided to get an RX4 this year and not get the RX3 last year was A, I didn't have the money because I'm a broke college kid. Secondly, I was kind of just seeing if Hoyt changes anything up this year, and to my opinion, they changed one thing that helped me so much in my decision, and that's right here in the cams. So this right here, they basically went back to the old RKT system, which is what was in like the Hoyt Carbon Spiders. It was all integrated for both the draw length and the draw stop, and they have it on both top and bottom cam, and it's so easy to adjust draw length now, which is what makes it easier for me, because I go back and forth between 28 and 28.5 inches for draw length, so this makes it super easy to adjust. And as you did notice, I am shooting it in a blackout riser and shooting it in Ridge Reaper Forest limbs, since I do wear Under Armour as my camo choice, because it is super nice camo. Not sponsored as much as I would love to be, but one thing I will say too, I am still mainly doing target as my main forte. This hunting rig is mainly just so I can start bow hunting, and this is probably a bow that'll last me for a while, and I certainly hope to God so. Then coming up to the top, I have a Hamsky Hunter Hybrid Pro. It is a limb-driven rest. I'm going to take my quiver off. It is a limb-driven rest there, so super happy about it. Just like on my Prevail about these limb-drivens, so super easy to tune, and especially when I do string swaps, it makes it super easy. I don't have to re-time it into the cables there. Then for the quiver, I guess, I am running a Tight Spot 5 arrow quiver with the RIP TKO Elites with those Q2 veins, and then some nice little elk wraps on these two, because that is what this end goal is for this bow, is to kill an elk, my first ever animal to take with not just a bow, but hunting in general. And then for the sight, I'm running the Black Gold Ascent Assault Verdict. This isn't the pro sight, even though it does have the wing truss. I made this into a custom sight because I wanted the 6-inch bar, because I do like running a long bar, like on my target rig. But this does have micro adjust windage and elevation. It does not have the micro adjust pins, but it suits my needs and wants. So it's super easy to adjust. And what I loved about this sight is when I dropped the poundage to 65, because I wanted to kind of lower it a little bit for the preseason, is I didn't have to move my sight, which is awesome. So when I go to 70, anywhere from 65 to 70, my sights seem to be pretty accurate from what I've seen. So super happy about it. And obviously, if you guys were here to see what this bow was, obviously you want to see me shoot it. So enough of me talking. I'm going to get this bow out in the range, and then we'll go see how this thing groups. Obviously, with it pulling 65 pounds and 80% let off, I can hold this thing all day. Unlike the Prevail with 60 pounds and 75% let off. So let's head out to the range and see how this thing shoots again. Actually, so a slight deviation in the plan tonight. There were no leagues, so I'm going to be editing the video here in the car, because apparently for league night we need at least 4, and only 2 showed up, and that's including me. So there's no leagues happening tonight, so it's probably going to be happening next week. But super excited to make this year a super successful year in both target and hunting for the first time ever. So hopefully I get a elk this year, and that'd be really nice to get something of that majestic of an animal. And as you know, this is always going to be a yearly thing, so I can't wait to see what 2021 will bring. And then potentially in 2022, I am going back to Vegas, and I probably will vlog that one. Last time I didn't have time to vlog it too well, so there definitely was a different change there. But I will leave it at that for this year's day in a life video. I am so glad you guys stuck around to watch this. And don't forget to do the usual of liking and subscribing. Obviously, I know I don't do this for the views or anything. I do it for my own personal enjoyment. I just love making these videos. So if the fame comes out of it, that'll be super awesome. But I just do this for my own fun to see how I change throughout the years of archery. But as you can tell, these past 3 years, it definitely has changed quite a bit. So I will leave it at this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, like I said, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Have a good night.